Welcome to the video number 11 on electronics communication. In this session, we will discuss the problems on electronics communication. Let's see the first problem. An audio signal of 1 kHz is used to modulate a carrier of 500 kHz. Determine the bandwidth. Here, the data given is audio signal, that is modulating frequency is given 1 kHz and the carrier frequency is given, that is 500 kHz. And we need to calculate the bandwidth. So it can be calculated in two ways. One is by using the formula, that is 2 into FM. Another one is by calculating the upper sideband and also the lower sideband. The upper sideband frequency is carrier frequency plus modulating frequency, that is 501 kHz. And the lower sideband frequency is FC minus FM, that is 499 kHz. And the difference between this upper sideband frequency and lower sideband frequency is 2 kHz, which is the bandwidth. And we can also calculate by using the formula 2 into modulating frequency. Bandwidth equal to 2 into modulating frequency, that is 2 into 1 kHz equal to 2 kHz. This is the required bandwidth. Problem number 2. Calculate the modulation factor if the carrier wave of 100 volt and 1200 kHz is modulated by a sine wave of 50 volt and 1000 Hz. So this is asked in the KUD April 2012. The frequency of the carrier wave is 1200 kHz and the amplitude is 100 volt. Similarly, the modulated wave frequency is 1000 Hz and its amplitude is 50 volt. This is the amplitude. We have written this one as Vm or Em for both. So here we have taken Vc means amplitude of the carrier wave, or EC. We can take in either way. Now the modulation factor is, it is the amplitude of the modulating wave divided by carrier wave, that is 50 by 100 equal to 0.5. Now let's see the third problem. An amplitude modulated radio broadcast transmitter radiates at 200 kW power with the modulation index 75%. Calculate the carrier wave power. Here the modulation index is given 75%. That is, modulation factor is equal to 0.75. When we remove the percentage here, we would get this much. Now the total transmitted power PT is equal to 200 kilowatt. We know the formula. Carrier wave power is equal to total power by 1 plus m square by 2. The total power is given, that is 200 kilowatt. 1 plus this m is given, m square, that is 0.75 square by 2. We would get 156.09 kilowatt. This is the carrier wave power. Now let's see the problem number 4. An electromagnetic wave is incident on an anospheric layer with the peak electron density 90 into 10 to the 10 per meter cube. Calculate the maximum critical frequency. We know the critical frequency formula F is equal to 9 root n max. Now the maximum electron density n max is equal to 90 into 10 to the 10 per meter cube. Fc is equal to 9 root 90 into 10 to the 10 per meter cube, which is equal to 948683.298 megahertz. So this frequency will be always in megahertz, that is written as it is. This is the critical frequency. Now let's see the problem number 5. An audio signal of 3 kilohertz is used to modulate a carrier wave of 600 hertz. Determine the bandwidth required. So we can calculate the bandwidth by using the upper sideband frequency and also the lower sideband frequency. Here the modulating frequency is given 3 kilohertz. Carrier frequency Fc is equal to 600 kilohertz, and the upper sideband frequency is Fc plus Fm, that is 603 kilohertz. Lower sideband frequency is Fc minus Fm, that is 597 kilohertz. So the bandwidth is difference between this upper sideband frequency and also the lower sideband frequency. We get 6 kilohertz, and if you use another one formula, that is 2 into modulating frequency, then you would get 2 into 3 is 6 kilohertz. So you are getting the same answer. Now let's see another one problem. A 10 megahertz sinusoidal wave is modulated by a 5 kilohertz sinusoidal wave. Find the frequency components of the resultant wave. So this problem is asked in the KUD May 2015. So here we have to write the given data. Fc is given, that is 10 megahertz. This wave is modulated by a 5 kilohertz, means this is the modulating frequency Fm, and that is converted into megahertz 0.005 megahertz. The modulated wave has 3 frequency components. One is the carrier wave, upper sideband frequency and the lower sideband frequency. These are the 3 frequency components. First let's see the carrier wave frequency, that is 10 megahertz, which is given, and the lower sideband frequency is Fc minus Fm, that is 9.95 megahertz, and the upper sideband frequency is Fc plus Fm, which is 10.005 megahertz. We see another one problem. FM signal has a resting frequency of 1.5 megahertz and highest frequency of 105.3 megahertz. When modulated by a signal frequency of 5 Hz, determine the frequency deviation, carrier swing, modulation index, percentage modulation, lowest frequency reached by the FM wave. So let's calculate one by one. First we have to write the resting frequency, which can be represented by F0 or Fc. The highest frequency of this one, this is the maximum frequency. The frequency deviation is delta F, that is the highest frequency minus resting frequency, that is 0.03 megahertz or 30 kilohertz. Carrier swing is 2 into delta f. We have calculated here the delta f is 30 kilohertz into 2 is 60 kilohertz is the carrier swing. Now let's see how to calculate the modulation index. So the modulation index or modulation factor is equal to delta f by fm, that is modulating frequency. Delta f is known, that is we have calculated 30 kilohertz. Modulating frequency is 5 kilohertz. So we get modulation factor as 6. Now we have to calculate the percent modulation. Percent modulation is equal to delta f actual divided by delta f maximum allowed frequency. So that is maximum allowed frequency in the denominator, and delta f actual frequency is this one, 30 kilohertz, divided by maximum allowed frequency for the FM band is 75 kilohertz into 100. So we would get the 40%. Now the lowest frequency, we know the resting frequency is 105 megahertz and it is going above for about 0.03 megahertz that we have calculated, that is 30 kilohertz. So from the resting frequency it comes that much, that is 30 kilohertz below. So if you subtract 30 kilohertz in the 105 megahertz, that means 105 megahertz minus 0.03 megahertz, that gives us 104.97 megahertz. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe below for more videos and notifications.